We didn't just pick and choose what resonated with us, everything did. We just did the whole program, soup to nuts, and we were reevaluated 10 months later. And at that point, our EBITDA had grown 40%, and the valuation, or what we could sell with, more than doubled. We're Cathy and Joe Scarpitto. We owned ProCare Physical Therapy with 2 offices, one in South Plainfield, New Jersey, the other one in Bridgewater, New Jersey. We owned our practices for close to 20 years. We always had a healthy practice, right? Our practice was in our hometown. Joe always coached baseball, basketball, football. I coached cheerleading, so we were really ingrained in the town, and we had a very good patient flow, but we didn't have control. Right? There were times that we were busy, times that we were slow, and those times seemed to be outside of our control. And we looked to the future. We wanted to someday retire, and being a private practice owner, this was our retirement. We didn't have pensions or anything like that, so the value of our practice would be our retirement. We started with Breakthrough back in March of 2016. We started looking, and I saw one of Chad's ads on Facebook, and it came up once. I was interested by it. It came up again, and maybe by the 3rd or 4th time I clicked the button, which then sent me on our journey. I was not too hesitant, although I just hoped that it wasn't the same thing that we've been through. When we heard what Chad had to say and the philosophy behind Breakthrough, it really resonated with us.
And I think Chad, being a physical therapist, was important too, because all the other marketing companies went to, none of them were really PT owned or PT based, and he was in the real world, in the PT world, so that really hit home with us. We thought he's on the front lines, and he really knows what we go through as PTs versus the other companies.
At the end of the day, working with Breakthrough not only made us better marketers and a more successful clinic, but it made us better clinicians. They taught us how to run a practice, how to, save money in the practice. It was really just much more than marketing. So we got much more than we paid for. And that principle of just give your patients more than they're paying for. And when the person on the other end of an exchange feels like they are valued, they are heard, and they are given more than they're paying you for, you have a customer forever. And that's what this is. This is relationship building. It's not just sales. It's building relationships with your past patients, with your current patients, even with people who you don't know yet. It's relationship building. And that will last the duration. They'll keep coming back. Joe had taken a phone call. I guess he took his phone call in November of 2015, where someone was asking if we were interested in selling. I said no and hung up. They called back and Joe answered the phone, right? So he's, thankfully to him. We were at the point in our lives which we have 4 children, 2 were in college, we had weddings on the horizon. It wasn't time to stop working. And so the choice was either really grow our practice so that we can sit back, let someone else run it, and we can reap the financial rewards, or sell it. In May, we had our first offer. It was lower than we could take and walk away with. So we did everything in the Killer Marketing Program. We did our workshops, we did our green ink letters, we tightened our funnel, we started the All-Star program, we did a little bit of the Growth X program. We didn't just pick and choose what resonated with us, everything did. We just did the whole program, soup to nuts, and we were reevaluated 10 months later. And at that point, our EBITDA had grown 40%, and the valuation, or what we could sell with, more than doubled. It gave us time to think. It gave us time to evaluate, where do we want to go next? We've been doing therapy all our lives, and then we're not retired yet. We are working part-time, and It's scary when you think of, okay, I've done this all my life. What do I want to do next? And when you don't have the time to just see what you enjoy or know what you enjoy, it can be a scary journey. So it allowed us to come down and live at the beach, which is a very peaceful, relaxing, meditative place. Find out what we really do enjoy for this next journey, in our lives, and do the things that we've always wanted to do or didn't know we always wanted to do. So Joe always wanted to learn to play the guitar. He has free time to go to our daughter's house and help her around the house as she's a new homeowner. I've become a Reiki master teacher, and I volunteer with a local cancer center, and also just put together a CEU course for physical therapists. So I am seeing my next journey open up of where I want to be professionally. We are seeing our journey open up as we are going to have a grandchild soon. So we will have the time and the availability to just come and go and be there as more grandchildren come.
I mean, these things were things we never thought would be possible, back in the day. So it's really given us that kind of freedom where we can, we can do that. Let's go fly here. Let's go fly there.
We have a daughter who's a physical therapist, and her future husband is a physical therapist. And at some point, they will want to open their own practice. And we've already had the discussion of when they do, they will start with this product. This is how they will open. Because if we had this 20 years ago when we opened our practice,
yeah,
yes.
We'll cut to the chase. It would be really nice to have, have known of that, or
yes.
if it was there at the time.
The value
so much,
for someone just opening up is incredible. I can't even imagine having all of this. We are grateful to Breakthrough for helping us get to where we are. And
it was crucial. It really was. What they did for us. It really was. And who knows, with the pandemic, unfortunately, who knows, had we not done that, where we'd be right now. This was really
we had a healthy business.
So
we were
important.
smart business owners, but it made the difference. It's kind of like you're in a marathon, and that last leg, you don't know who's going to help you run the last leg of the marathon, and there came Breakthrough.